Now today we are going to start with our new chapter, that is study of compound nitric acid. We have already done. What is the formula of nitric acid? That is HNO3. Where it is found? It is found in two states, either in a free state or a combined state. Anything can be found in a free state or a combined state. Formation of nitric acid in the atmosphere. How the formation of nitric acid take place in the atmosphere? So see, you all know during thunderstorm and lightning, temperature reaches about 3000 degree Celsius. At this temperature, nitrogen start reacting, atmospheric nitrogen start reacting with oxygen, forming NO. NO again further, because more oxygen is available in the atmosphere, so NO further oxidized to NO2, and this NO2 reacts with rainwater and more oxygen to forming nitric acid. This you have done already. Next, conversion of this kind of free atmospheric nitrogen into a useful nitrogenous compound in the soil is called as fixation of nitrogen. This fixation of nitrogen also you have earlier studied. Next one, the acid was formerly known as aqua fortis. Formerly it was known as aqua fortis. What is the meaning of aqua fortis? That is strong water. Why it is called as strong water? Because it can dissolve, it can react with nearly all metal. It can dissolve silver, which is not going to dissolve in any other acid, and it can dissolve in nitric acid. That is why it is a strong water, which is known as aqua fortis. Next one, most important thing is lab preparation of nitric acid. How can you prepare nitric acid in a lab? All the study of compound, four study of compound are there, that is HCl, ammonia, nitric acid and H2SO4. All the study of compound are important, and the thing is how they are prepared in a lab. This is very important. So lab preparation, for the lab preparation of nitric acid, what we need? Potassium or sodium nitrate. Potassium or sodium nitrate. Now there is no question in this part, reactant part, for sodium nitrate and potassium nitrate. There is no question like which one is most preferred, which is good. No, both are good, both we can use. Anything we can use, any nitrate, either potassium or sodium we can use. Next reactant is concentrated sulfuric acid. This is our full setup for the preparation of nitric acid. Full setup, these all things, this is your retort, this is connecting tube, this is collection of acid, collection of water, running tap water, stand, everything, everything is used of glass. This all things are used of glass. Why this all? Now this question arises ki why all the things are used of glass during the preparation, lab preparation of nitric acid. The thing is ki glass apparatus is used because nitric acid, when they both react, like sodium and potassium nitrate react with sulfuric acid, vapors of nitric acid will form, and vapors of nitric acid are corrosive. They can attack rubber and cork. That is why all the glass apparatus is used. All right. Now see what happened. This KNO3 react with concentrated H2SO4 below 200 degree. This reaction will also take place below 200 degree Celsius. Below 200 degree Celsius, that means again H plus and HSO4 minus. So K plus and NO3 minus. K is going to react with HSO4 minus KHSO4. Now H is going to react with NO3 HNO3. Alright. Now the question arises, why only concentrated H2SO4 is used? Can we use concentrated HCl here? So we cannot use concentrated HCl because it is volatile, and it may volatilize with nitric acid vapors. So we only use concentrated H2SO4 because it is non-volatile. All right. Now here brown fumes are forming. All right, brown fumes are forming. It will go here. Here water is there. Cool down हो जाएंगे, condense हो जाएंगे, liquid form. All right. Now see, Vapors of nitric acid are condensed to light yellow liquid by chilling the receiver with running cold water. Means here brown fumes are forming. That means nitric acid has been formed. It go here, it will cool down, and the liquid that is forming, that is not colorless, that is light yellow in color. This liquid is which in color? Light yellow in color. This liquid is which in color? Light yellow in color. Why it is light yellow in color? The thing is, pure acid basically is colorless, but the acid obtained in lab is slightly yellow. Why it is yellow? Because the yellow color is due to dissolution of reddish brown colored nitrogen dioxide gas in the acid. Now you will say, from where this nitrogen dioxide coming? This gas is produced due to thermal decomposition of portion of nitric acid. See here, nitric acid has been formed, we are doing heating, so few part of nitric acid will decompose, few part, not full, few part of nitric acid, it will go here, it will get cooled down, but those some vapors can do not get cooled down, yeah, some vapors get decomposed before cooling down into a nitrogen dioxide. Because of the presence of nitrogen dioxide in this liquid, it is light yellow in color. Basically pure nitric acid is colorless, but lab obtained nitric acid is yellow because it contains few amount of nitrogen dioxide. From where that nitrogen dioxide coming? Nitrogen dioxide is coming by the thermal decomposition of portion of nitric acid during the preparation of nitric acid in the lab. Alright, now this yellow color can be removed. How this yellow color can be removed? If the dry air or CO2 is bubbled through yellow acid, अगर इसमें in this we will pass dry air or CO2, so all the color of nitric acid, all the yellow color will go away. Alright, all the color will go away because it will nitrogen dioxide will get oxidized to nitric acid. Or we can add excess of water. If we add the excess of water, nitrogen dioxide get dissolved in a water and it will convert into nitric acid, yellow color will remove. Alright, right. Next, what are the precautions, what are the questions? So first question, why all glass apparatus is used? Why all glass apparatus is used? Because it can attack rubber and cork. What is the color of nitric acid so obtained? It is yellow. Why it is yellow? Because of the presence of nitrogen dioxide. Why nitrogen dioxide is present in a lab obtained nitric acid? So why it is present? Because of the thermal decomposition of few part of nitric acid. Why only concentrated sulfuric acid is used, not concentrated HCl? So why not concentrated HCl? Because concentrated HCl is a volatile acid and it may volatilize with nitric acid. Next, why the temperature here used is below 200, why temperature used here is below 200 degrees Celsius? So why it is so below 200 degrees Celsius? Because below 200 degrees Celsius, because the same thing, what is forming? The same thing is forming, sodium sulfate, which is hard crust solid, sticks to the retort, difficult to remove. If we use higher temperature, fuel may be wasted, may damage the glass apparatus, and decomposition of nitric acid also occur. So these all are the questions, these all are the parts from the lab preparation of nitric acid. I hope it is clear, right? Next one. Now, what is the manufacturing of nitric acid at a large scale is called as? That is called as Ostwald process. That is called as Ostwald process. जैसे manufacturing of ammonia on a large scale is called as Haber's process. Similarly, manufacturing of nitric acid on a large scale is called as Ostwald process. So it has 3 steps. First step, catalytic oxidation of ammonia. Second step, oxidation of nitric oxide in an oxidizing chamber, and third step is absorption of nitrogen dioxide in a water. Now how this takes place, to see, this is full setup. All right, basically diagram doesn't come in an exam, but sometime just see it, sometime basically doesn't come, it what comes only the reactions part and what are the conditions and all these are being asked, not the diagram. So just I'm describing you from here. So see, first one is catalytic. What is a Oswald process? The process of formation of ammonia, the process of formation of nitric acid on a large scale is called as Oswald process. First step is catalytic oxidation of ammonia. Catalytic oxidation means catalyst will use, we will oxidize ammonia, right? Catalytic oxidation of ammonia means what? We will use catalyst and we will oxidize ammonia. So ammonia oxidize karna hai, that means we will use oxygen also. So we will use this ammonia together with oxygen. Which catalyst is used? Ammonia wale reaction, ammonia wale usme chapter mein you have learned this reaction. And the presence of platinum at 800 degrees Celsius, what it forms? NO, water and heat. So see there, air is coming, air part we will take in a ratio, what in what ratio we will take ammonia and air? So ammonia, mixture of dry free ammonia, dry air and ammonia will be taken in a ratio 10:1 by volume, means 10 part of air we will take and 1 part of ammonia. Now first question, ki why more amount of air is used than ammonia? Because oxygen is required in all the steps. How many steps are there? 3. So oxygen is required in all the steps, that is why we use more amount of air and less amount of ammonia. So now क्या होगा? For what happened? From air 10 volumes, from here ammonia go in a catalytic chamber. All right, here the platinum catalyst is present, 800 degrees Celsius is present. All right, from here what forms? NO, 6H2O and heat. Already we are giving heat and exothermic reaction is there, so heat released is so much. So यहाँ पर heat exchanger is there, which is go in condenser, cooler condenser, which will cool down this reaction. This reactants will get cool, this products will get cooled down by this spray of water. If required, more amount of air can be added from here. Now it will go to the another chamber, that is oxidation of nitric oxide in oxidation chamber. Means first chamber was catalytic chamber, this chamber was catalytic chamber, this chamber is oxidizing chamber. Oxidizing chamber means here oxygen will also be present. That is why from here air is being, again more amount of, if required, more amount of air can be added so that oxygen can be used, because full air is not used, only a part of air, that is oxygen is used. Air contains so many things, oxygen, air contains so many things in it with oxygen also. So oxygen, in a air oxygen is present in less amount, that is why more amount of air is being used here. All right, here oxidizing chamber it will go to NO will get oxidized. Now see, temperature was 800, now we need temperature 50 degree, that is why यहाँ पर we will cool it, that is why we will cool it. That is why here also coolant is there, कि if any cooling is less या cool, it get cooled down in a less amount, so here it will get cooled till 50 degree we will cool it. All right, and it will form NO2. All right, now third step, absorption of NO2 in a water. So this is your absorption chamber, absorption tower. Here stacks are formed, stacks are there, here stacks are there, these stacks are formed of quartz, these stacks are formed of quartz. All right, now from here your NO2 will go, water is coming, NO2 के साथ साथ oxygen will also go, because oxygen का more amount is present, तो oxygen will also go. तो NO2, water and oxygen mixed, combine and forming nitric acid. From here water is coming, right? So with this stack water is coming in a proper ratio, and here this nitrogen dioxide is going in a proper ratio, means limited amount, proper amount will go from here, proper amount will go from here, proper amount will go from here, because stacks are there, proper amount will go from here, right? Proper amount means one limited amount, proper amount means one limited amount. What is a limited amount? Means equal amount. जितना अमाउंट यहाँ से यहाँ जाएगा उतना अमाउंट यहाँ से यहाँ जाएगा, वाटर जितना अमाउंट यहाँ से यहाँ आएगा उतना अमाउंट यहाँ से आएगा. तो दिस विल क्रिएट इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वाटर एंड this nitrogen dioxide, due to which equal amount of nitric acid will form. All right, nitric acid will form, ठीक, and then we will collect the nitric acid from here. Water है तो gas है, that is why it is going up. When it get mixed, it convert into water, मतलब liquid form. Nitric acid is in liquid form, so it will come down, and from here we will collect this nitric acid. Now thing is, why the stacks used are made up of quartz only. Quartz के क्यों बने हैं? Because quartz is acid resistant. Quartz is acid resistant and it can equalize the amount of water and nitrogen dioxide evenly distributed. It can distribute the water and nitrogen dioxide, yeah, equally mix the amount of nitrogen dioxide and water. That is why we use quartz. All right. Now, the nitric acid obtained at the bottom of the tar is concentrated above 50 degrees Celsius. Oh sorry, 50%. मतलब the concentration of that nitric acid will be 50% only. Means वो कितना concentrated होगा? 50%. This acid can be distillation gives 68% nitric acid. Means nitric acid that is being collected is only 50% concentrated. We can higher this amount of concentration by distillation to 68%. ठीक है, this 68% nitric acid is used in a lab. All right, but nitric, it is not so कि 68% तक ही it can concentrate. It can concentrate to 100%. So nitric acid up to 98% can be concentrated. Again distilling, again जो 50% था उसको we have converted 50%. We have converted into 68% by distillation, right? 68% को we can convert into 98% by distillation, right? This 98 can be obtained to 100% by strongly cooling. So 50% can be concentrated to 68 by distillation. 68 can be concentrated to 98 by distillation, and 98 can be concentrated to 100 degree by cooling this 98% acid. ठीक है, when colorless crystal of pure nitric acid get separated at minus 42 degrees Celsius, but we don't use it. We use only 68%. We use only 68%. Now question arises. Same, I have told you higher ratio of air is used because oxygen is only 1/5 of the air and is required in all the 3 chambers. That is why higher ratio is used. Quartz is used because quartz is acid resistant. When packed in layers, it help in dissolving nitrogen dioxide uniformly in the water. I hope it is clear. Now this chart is being given. See, dry ammonia and air, 10 volume. Then firstly it will go to the catalytic chamber, then it will go to the heat exchanger, then it will go to the oxidation chamber, then it will go to the absorption tar, and finally we get nitric acid. So basically what is important in this? The reactions and the name of the chambers. All right, what temperature they are getting there, these all we need. Now property of nitric acid, physical properties like colorless. Pure nitric acid is colorless but yellow when prepared in a lab. Suffocating smell, acidic taste, acid to acidic taste. Hygroscopic means it can absorb moisture, right, and fumes in air, hence it is stored in a colored bottles. Boiling point, melting point, density is given. Now an aqueous solution of nitric acid, that is 68% concentration, form a constant boiling mixture at 121 degree Celsius. At what degree Celsius? 121 degree Celsius. Means at 121 degree Celsius it form a constant boiling mixture or azeotrope at which the concentration is 68% and above that it can vaporize. Few part of it start vaporizing. Alright. Solubility, soluble in all proportion. Non-poisonous, it has corrosive action on skin. Acid है तो corrosive action on skin. Cause painful blisters. Right, it stains the skin yellow as it reacts with protein of the skin and forms xanthoprotic acid. Which acid? Xanthoprotic acid. Now the chemical properties. What is the stability? Chemical property, first one is stability. It is pure nitric acid is unstable to heat or sunlight. Unstable to heat or sunlight. As soon as it will get heat, some amount of heat, it will decompose again. जैसे nitrogen dioxide, water and oxygen combine and form nitric acid. Similarly, nitric acid if get small amount of heat or small amount of sunlight, so it will again decompose into nitrogen dioxide, water and oxygen. That is why it is kept in a colored bottle, so that it should not come in contact with the sunlight or direct sunlight or some amount of heat. In the presence of sunlight, nitric acid decomposes even at the room temperature. The nitric acid stored in a bottle turns yellow. This color is due to, as you all know, always remember why nitric acid bottle turns yellow, because it get decomposed to nitrogen dioxide, and to avoid this decomposition normally it is stored in a colored bottles. Now acidic property. What do you mean by acidic property? See, this nitric acid is of two types, concentrated and dilute. Dilute nitric acid will show all the properties of nitric acid except release of hydrogen, because nitric acid is strong oxidizing agent. तो वो जो hydrogen release होगी that will convert into water. Rest all the properties of all the properties of acid it will show, but who will show? Dilute. So nitric acid is very strong monobasic acid. ठीक, turns blue litmus red, methyl orange pink, phenolphthalein remain colorless. Now first reaction, normally acid की बात करें तो first reaction what we study कि metal reacts with nitric acid या metal react with acid forming hydrogen, but it doesn't react with metal forming hydrogen. Why? Because it is strong oxidizing agent. It oxidize hydrogen to water. So we are starting with reaction with alkalis. So all you know, acid and base, dilute. Remember, acid is dilute acid. Concentrated acid is not acid, right? It is called as acid, but it doesn't show any property of acid, right? So base and acid reacts forming salt and water, right? Like Fe plus 3 reacts with OH minus, H plus, NO3 minus. So Fe is going to react with NO3, so Fe NO3 whole thrice, because here valency is 3, and forming water. When reacts with carbonate or bicarbonate, so all you know, when any acid reacts with carbonate or bicarbonate, it release carbon dioxide gas. Brisk effervescence of carbon dioxide gas it will release. Alright, like Na plus CO2, CO3 minus 2, H plus NO3 minus. So Na going to react with NO3, so NaNO3. What else it is going to form? CO2 and H2O. Now next, action with metallic sulfide and bisulfide. Sulfide is SO3 minus, bisulfide is HSO3 minus. ठीक है, तो K plus and SO3 minus 2. This is SO3 minus 2, right? K plus SO3 minus 2, H plus or NO3 minus. So what it is going to form? KNO3, H2O and SO2. What is the difference in SO2 and CO2? That it turns slime water milky. It also turns slime water. CO2 also turns slime water milky. So what is the difference? That it can turn K2Cr2O7 it can turn K2Cr2O7 green, and it has no CO2 has no effect on K2Cr2O7. Now the oxidizing property. Property: nitric acid vigorously oxidize non-metal, metal and inorganic compound, organic substance itself undergo reduction. Nitric acid itself reduce. Nitric acid itself reduce. Now see, oxidizing property, क्यों ऑक्सीडाइज होता है, क्यों ऑक्सीडाइजिंग प्रॉपर्टी शो करता है, बिकॉज ऑफ नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन इट इज फॉर्मिंग. ठीक, सो रिमेंबर दीज टू थिंग्स. व्हेन कंसंट्रेटेड एसिड इज देयर, so it will break down in NO2, H2O and nascent oxygen. Which gas it is releasing? NO2. Which acid? Concentrated. When dilute is there, so which gas it is releasing? NO. Very confusing, but you have to learn. If you learn this, no need to you are not required to learn the reaction. बात समझ में आई? So learn this कि concentrated is there, तो which gas it is releasing? NO2. dilute is there, which gas it is releasing? NO. water तो release कर ही रहा है, ऊपर से nascent oxygen release कर रहा है, that is why it is powerful oxidizing agent. Now see, first one is on non-metal like carbon. Carbon when react with nitric acid, here nitric acid जो use हुआ वो कौन सा use हुआ? Concentrated. So concentrated acid reacts with नाइट्रिक एसिड, व्हाट इट इज़ फॉर्मिंग? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. ये रिएक्शन ऑलरेडी हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं, बहुत बार पढ़ चुके हैं. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर एंड कंसनट्रेटेड एसिड है, इसलिए कौन सी गैस? NO2. सल्फर रिएक्ट्स विद नाइट्रिक एसिड, इट इज़ फॉर्मिंग सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. इट इज़ फॉर्मिंग सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, वाटर एंड नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड. ऑल राइट. नाउ नेक्स्ट एक्शन ऑन मेटल्स. तो एक्शन ऑन मेटल्स, तो मेटल can react with dilute nitric acid also, concentrated nitric acid also. Metal can react with dilute nitric acid also and concentrated nitric acid also. See, copper normally किसी other acid के साथ reaction नहीं करता, right? Copper normally doesn't react with any other acid. क्यों? Why? Because copper is placed below hydrogen. Copper is placed below hydrogen, so it will not be able to displace hydrogen. But copper can react with nitric acid, dilute also, concentrated also, because here it is not the reaction is not the same. It has not to displace the hydrogen. What it is forming, because this is very strong oxidizing agent, it will oxidize hydrogen, right? So copper react with nitric acid. Which nitric acid is there? It is dilute. It is dilute. So all you know, when dilute nitric acid is there, which gas release? NO. So Cu plus to H plus and NO3 minus, right? So Cu is going to react with nitrate, CuNO3 whole twice, water and NO. Similarly with zinc, similarly with iron. I hope it is clear. Now what about the concentrated nitric acid? Here nitric acid uses concentrated. तो Cu plus to H plus और NO3 minus, तो Cu is going to react with NO3, CuNO3 whole twice. इसके अलावा what else? जब it decompose, what else release? Water and concentrated है, इसलिए NO2, right? Copper nitrate forming because it is HNO3. HNO3 when break down, concentrated HNO3 when break down, it forms water, NO2 and O. O for the oxidation, right? So what else it is releasing? Water and NO2. ठीक. Remember, when dilute nitric acid is there, it is releasing NO. When concentrated acid is there, it is releasing NO2. All right. Same with zinc and same with iron. Now metal like iron, aluminium, cobalt and nickel become passive. Passive means inert when treated with pure nitric acid. Why? Because it is a formation of extremely thin layer of insoluble metallic oxide which stops the reaction. जैसे copper, zinc and iron is reacting, so similarly all other has to be reacted, but it is not so. It is not reacting. Q not reacting. Why not reacting? Because it becomes passive. Why it become passive? Yeah, why it become inert? Because of the formation of extremely thin layer of insoluble metallic oxide. All right. This passivity can be removed. This passivity can be removed by rubbing the surface layer with a sandpaper or treating it with some strong reducing agent. But it is not in our not very much important for here. So nitric acid generally considered a typical acid except for its reaction with metal, because it doesn't liberate hydrogen. Why it doesn't liberate hydrogen? Because it is a powerful oxidizing agent, and nascent oxygen oxidize hydrogen to water. But there are some, you all know, there were two metals, that is magnesium and manganese, that can react with very dilute nitric acid, and that dilution should be 1%, means in that nitric acid there should be 1% nitric acid and 99% water, then it can react with metal and release hydrogen. But in rest all cases it doesn't release hydrogen. But by this reaction it proves that nitric acid contain hydrogen. वैसे भी it contain hydrogen, but by the reaction how can you prove? By giving these two reactions. Now reaction with aqua regia. Reaction with aqua regia. What is aqua regia? Aqua regia is 3 part by volume of hydrochloric acid and 1 part by volume of concentrated acid, nitrosyl chloride, water, and this nascent chlorine. This is called as aqua regia, and in this nascent chlorine all the that metals which cannot dissolve, that can dissolve. All right. Now the use of nitric acid you can learn on your, you can read it out on your own. It is used to design on copper, used to purify gold, rocket fuel, preparation of fertilizers, preparation of aqua regia, industrial use like explosives, synthetic fibers, drugs, perfumes. These all are the uses of nitric acid. Now test for nitric acid. The first test for the nitric acid is concentrated nitric acid. When we heat, just taking the concentrated nitric acid, we will heat it up, so it will turn light yellow, and the fumes निकलेंगी, that is of reddish brown fumes, little bit yellowish, little bit reddish brown, so that is fumes of nitrogen dioxide. This can be test of nitric acid. Next one, metallic nitrate. On heating, कोई भी metallic nitrate will take, on heating it will give metallic oxide, nitrogen dioxide. Now nitrogen dioxide basically of which color? Nitrogen dioxide is basically of reddish brown or yellowish brown color, so that you will see. All right. Now third one, on adding copper to HNO3 or acidified nitrate. तो copper जब nitrate NO3 पर आएगा, concentrated NO3 पर आएगा, तो NO3 will release NO2 gas. तो NO2 gas is of which color? Reddish brown. तो reddish brown fumes you will see. Now most important is brown ring test. Most important is brown ring test. What we have taken? A nitrate solution. कोई भी nitrate we have taken. In this we have added freshly prepared iron sulfate. Freshly prepared iron sulfate. And we will start pouring concentrated sulfuric acid from the side walls. Means directly एकदम से नहीं डाल देंगे. We will pour it from the side walls so that it should go slowly. And after some time we will see where these two liquids will meet. Where these two liquids will meet, there will be a brown ring formation. There will be a formation of brown ring. All right. There will be a formation of brown ring. Now next, this reaction, learn it. All right. What is the formula of that brown ring? That is FeSO4.NO. What is the name of this? Nitrosoferrous sulfate. What all right. Now freshly prepared ferrous sulfate is used. Why I have said freshly prepared? Because on exposure to atmosphere it oxidizes to ferric sulfate, which will not give brown ring. That is why freshly prepared FeSO4 should be used. Brown ring that is formed of nitrosoferrous sulfate, formed at the junction of two liquids, where those two liquids form, where those two liquids meet. Junction, matlab, for example, we have taken one liquid here and we are pouring another liquid, so where these two liquid meet, like here brown ring is going to form. Brown ring is highly unstable. If you just shake it, if you just अगर थोड़ा सा भी हिल गया, then that brown ring will get disturbed. All right. Next one, effect of heat on nitrate. So sodium and potassium nitrate. Here यहाँ पर from here what is being asked, the one word question, or what have you observed, these are being asked. So sodium and potassium nitrate, when heated it will give sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate. When heated, it will give sodium or potassium nitrite together with this oxygen. So it can be asked which nitrate give only one gas, which nitrate give only one gas. So which nitrate give only one gas? Sodium nitrate and potassium nitrate. All other nitrate except those of silver and mercury decompose into their oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. These points you have to learn. So calcium nitrate on heating give oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So here two gases are releasing. That is why I have asked in that question ki which nitrate give only one gas. So all other are giving two gases. That is why. Alright. So calcium nitrate when heated it give white calcium oxide and reddish brown gas. So common of all the observation is reddish brown gas और uncommon होगा that is color over here. ठीक. Zinc nitrate when react it gives ZNO, NO2 and O2. So ZNO is yellow when hot and white when cold. This is separated from मतलब one common observation तो यही होगा कि reddish brown fumes are forming, but the different observation is yellow solid when hot and white when cold. When lead nitrate is heated, it is also colorless, so it gives yellow solid fused with the glass together with this nitrogen dioxide. Copper nitrate blue color का है. When it will be heated, it will give CuO. CuO is black color, reddish brown nitrogen dioxide form and oxygen. When mercury and silver nitrate, to mercury and silver nitrate when heated, it give itself metal, that is mercury and silver together with this nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Ammonium nitrate when heated it gives N2O, that is laughing gas. Important one. Which nitrate on heating give laughing gas? So what is the formula of laughing gas? So when ammonium nitrate is heated it gives N2O and H2O. Alright, and ammonium nitrate decompose explosively leaving behind no residue. Which nitrate doesn't leave any residue behind? So which is there? Ammonium nitrate. Alright, I hope it is clear.